Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a plan with me for my June 2024 reading recap page in my A5 reading journal from Archer and Olive. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. Here we are in my June recap page. I have put down some orange paper as well as my top 3 book covers. I'll be using this stamp set from Amazon, this stamp set from Everyday Explorers Co., this stamp set from My Favorite Things, this stamp set from Studio Calico. I'll be using my favorite number stamps from Heidi Swap, and these letter stamps from Carrie Bradford Studios. I will be using 3 different distressed oxides as well as my black VersaFine ink. So I've never done a video like this before on my YouTube channel, and I actually got a comment from someone who asked if this is something that I have available on my channel or would consider doing. And since I hadn't put together my June 2024 recap page, I thought this was the perfect opportunity to give it a try. I have been enjoying doing 2-page recap pages this year, and I try to have the deco on my recap pages match the deco that I have on my intro pages for each month. So for June, I went with this orange notepad paper from Archer and Olive. I used blue, orange, and pink distressed oxides with a bunch of different deco stamps. Now that all of that is down, I am adding in some lines around the book covers for my top 3 books of the month, and I use these lines to write down the book title and author in this area. I am using a gray distressed oxide for the lines. I like it because it's visible enough to be helpful, but not as kind of overbearing as black would be. And now I'm just putting down this stamp from Studio Calico, where I will then put in number stamps to indicate how I read the books that I read in the month of June. I also added an 11 stamp above that. That's where I'm going to write in, or stamp in, I should say, the total number of books I read throughout the month. And then this last row here is how many pages I read in the month of June. Now, I will say I definitely had some spacing issues while putting this together, and this right here is the start of that. I thought I was going to have everything centered when I put in the page numbers, but I did go over just a little bit. And then when I was putting in the June recap title here on the left page, I actually didn't measure it out at all. It's kind of hard to when I'm using these stamps from Carrie Bradford because they don't all have the same width, and that just makes it a little bit more difficult to try to center everything. I ended up having this pushed over a little bit towards the right, which, because of all the deco stamps, I'm not completely upset about. And then to try to kind of balance it with the top 3 header I'm putting on the right, I intentionally put this top 3 header pushed a little bit towards the center of these 2 pages so that it seemed to somehow kind of sort of match the other side a little bit, maybe. You tell me if I was at all successful in that. Now I'm going in with my Heidi Swap stamps again and just putting in a 1, a 2, and a 3 to indicate my favorite book of the month, second favorite, and then third favorite book of the month. I did off camera go in with these tiny letter stamps from Heidi Swap to put pages over the 4,598, and then up a little bit higher, I wrote in total books as well. That was also a spacing issue that I had. I put in books, forgot total, so it definitely isn't centered. But that's going to be it for this plan with me. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I had a fun time putting this together on camera. As always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.